Hey, Jed Barker here with Best Life Mortgage. I make these videos to help you understand the mortgage process better so you can make better financial decisions, when jumping into your next mortgage, help you get ahead when it comes to financing, stuff like that. So today what I want to talk about quickly and briefly over the next 5 to 10 minutes is government-backed financing and how that can actually benefit you to purchase your next home. A lot of times government-backed financing is used by first-time home buyers. Not all the time, though, because there are situations where it's really used by anybody, but government-backed financing is a lot of times it is great for first-time homeowners. Sometimes it's someone who's buying a second home. Other times, you might not know this, but it's for investors, maybe first-time investors, second-time investors, third-time investors, stuff like that. So it is; these are great programs. I have a recent blog that I wrote on my page. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this a little bit, shove it up here in the corner. But I did a recent blog on the benefits of government-backed loans. I highlighted 3 loan types I want you to become familiar with: FHA, VA, and USDA. I say become familiar with because as you're exploring now, buying a home, getting financed, getting a mortgage for a home, you're going to want to know these acronyms and these terms. What are they? The FHA loan, the VA loan, the USDA loan. Each of these programs are government-backed financing, so they're offered by lenders like myself, our mortgage broker, other lenders, and the government backs them up with some kind. The government backs them up, the financing up with the lenders, and so it makes it more accessible, more affordable for you to get into these programs with some issues that you may have compared to other loans. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump into this. I think it's a little image that I made. I said, do it now. Why did I say do it now on this blog? I said it because now is the time to make decisions that will propel you forward in your life. It's not later. It's not tomorrow. It's do it now. Make the decisions now. Some of the things I'm saying do it now too is just education. So get educated now on these loans so that you can know what they are, so you can make a decision what loan type is best for you. And so each of these types of loans, the FHA loan, the VA loan, the USDA loan, they have their unique advantages. First thing I want to do is look at this FHA loan. Okay, these are insured by the Federal Housing Administration. They offer a low down payment for you, as little as 3.5% down. There are actually FHA loans with 100% financing out there. It's still a 3.5% down FHA loan and then another, or I guess it's a 96.5 loan that you take out with 3.5% down, and then you take out an additional loan for your down payment. Those are called 100% financed FHA loans. But in addition to that, when we look at this, what are the benefits of the FHA loan? Well, low down payment, obviously. A lot of first-time homeowners don't have an equity built up in homes. It's really hard for them to get into the home without having a low down payment. They're going to save up for 10 or 15 years to try to get the home, right? Or else the home will be like probably $100,000, $200,000 more than it is today, that kind of stuff. So they want to get the home now with a low down payment. FHA loan is a great way to do that because it's only 3.5% down, or with a DPA program, 100% financing. Also flexible credit requirements. With an FHA loan, if you have let's say a lower credit score in the 600s, with a conventional loan, you may have a really hard time qualifying for a price that's reasonable as far as interest rates and payment. But with an FHA loan, it's more flexible. You can now get into that loan even if you have a lower credit score. You don't have to wait a year or 2 years to build your credit back up to the 700s, the 800s. Maybe you only have a 600 credit score, or maybe a 580 credit score, but you still want to qualify now because now's the time to buy. So consider that on an FHA loan, lower credit requirements. The third one is competitive interest rates. Even though the credit may be lower, the down payment may be lower, you're still going to have competitive interest rates, even compared to a higher credit score or higher down payment loan like conventional. You'll still have that. So that's a beauty. That's one of the beauties of the FHA loan, is you will have all of those 3 things wrapped up into it. The next loan I want to go over that's government backed is VA financing. Now, not everyone can use the VA loan. This is only for our veterans. It's an awesome loan. It honors veterans by giving them a more affordable way to jump into home ownership. I love the VA loan. It's one of my favorite loans. Some of the favorite people I have opportunities and blessings to work with in my business are those who are veterans buying houses. Let me go over some of the benefits of the VA loan. No down payment requirement. Now, you can still put a down payment, but you don't have to put a down payment. That's a beautiful blessing. It's not even 3% or whatever. It's 0%. Awesome benefit right there. And here's a big benefit. Even though it's 0% down, so you could do 100% financing, there's no mortgage insurance. And so you don't have to pay the extra monthly to insure your mortgage because you don't have a big down payment. Unlike an FHA loan where you do need the mortgage insurance, on the VA loan, you wouldn't even need mortgage insurance. So there's definitely some monthly savings there, also some qualification there that will help you purchase a home, maybe a bigger home than you would have been able to, a more expensive home if you had that mortgage insurance on that. And so that's a huge benefit, I believe, right there for that. Another one of the VA loans I really like is it's very flexible and qualifying. You can have a much higher debt to income ratio and still qualify for the VA loan, as opposed to all the other loan products. And the reason for this is they don't just take your typical DTI calculations into effect. We have other calculations that we use to qualify you for the VA loan, and so you can have a much more tight income to debt requirements and still qualify. The VA loan has, I think, exceptional interest rates. And it's also very flexible on credit and credit history. So all the way around the board, I think the VA loan, if you're a veteran, you should look at it. It's not always the right fit. It's not always the best loan, but you should at least look at it to see what the options are on it, to see if it would be your best loan. Here with me, what I do as a mortgage broker is I take a look at all of the different loan types, and I compare them, and we see which one's the best for you. So if you're a veteran, it could be that VA loan's the best one for you. Another one, and the last one I'm going to talk about today for the government-backed financing, is the USDA loan. This loan is also, in my opinion, one of my favorite loans. It helps a lot of first-time homeowners, but you don't need to be a first-time homeowner to get it. It's 100% financing, so no down payment. It's got a low mortgage insurance payment on it. The caveat to this is you have to qualify based on area. You can't just go choose any house you want to. It's a rural development loan, so it has to be in the rural areas. It's not going to be able to be in the cities. But as long as you're living in a rural area and you want zero down, low mortgage insurance, competitive interest rates, the USDA loan could be a great fit for you. One of the drawbacks to it, it's more strict when it comes to credit. And so you couldn't be as low on credit as you could on an FHA loan or a VA loan. And it's a little bit more strict on debt to income ratio requirements. So it's going to be a little tighter on that. But if you do qualify for the USDA loan, you want to use it, you want to save the down payment, not make that awesome fit. I think it's one of your best products out there, and I do a lot of those too. So all in all, very good. So just keep the main points in mind here. Government-backed loans, three main things I think about. Number one, credit requirements are more lenient on a lot of them, not all of them, but they may help you out there. Lower down payments and no down payments on them, so that could be a big benefit for you on that. And income requirements are usually less lenient on these as well. So of the three government-backed loans, the USDA, the VA, and the FHA, which one do I like best? I don't like any of them best. They're all awesome for the right person, and they're going to be a great product for you to explore and get to know better. If you want to look into that more and see what would be your best loan to get you into your next house, you can contact me. It's 864-800-9251 is my direct phone. You can text me there. I am an independent mortgage broker with Best Life Mortgage, so I work for you to find your best loan products and stuff like that's what I like to do. So let me know what you would be needing, and we can talk with it. Leave me a comment below if you want to sort of ask questions about these loans. I can answer them. If you like the content and how I share it, give me a thumbs up. That would be super awesome. Also, you can subscribe to my channel for more details. Help that YouTube algorithm by giving me a thumbs up, though. So thanks. Have a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Here's to your success.